questions now. Narrow it down to where you have to force her to answer something very specific. This is way too easy to evade your question.
Well, you formulate the question about the
Okay, like for example, if you were to get Muslims that came into New York, for example, and they say, hey, we like this place. We're kind of becoming more of a majority. We're going to go ahead and take power. And let's just say, even if they're a minority, and the Christians said, well, no, quite frankly, we want to keep the city as it is. We like how it is. I know you want people to be dressed more moderate or modestly. We know that
already too long a question.
Are you telling me that the majority of the state is Muslim?
No, well, no. I imagine it's a minority. Do you think that if the Jews and Christians in New York, for example, were to say like, no, thank you, Muslims. We kind of want to keep our city as it is. And how do you think the Muslims should proceed?
They're gonna keep it as it is because the federal government that it's not ruled by Islam.
Okay. So are you going to conquer the United States?
Did you give the answer?
No. Z, you're going to conquer the United States? Z, when are you going to conquer the whole world?
I don't know what it's called yet.
Wait, no, let her speak. When are you going to conquer the whole world?
Probably when we have the power to do so.
When is that?
Yeah.
So if we give you, no, but actually, if we give you, hold on, can you hold on with these people, with the symbol,
You know, boring?
no, it's too fast, I think. I think it's not gonna be with the military force, alright?
That's what you're Daniel. I don't hear what she said. She said
She doesn't have a plan. She's like a pawn, okay? She's like just gonna repeat what is being told to her in the mosque by her imam.
Order of humanity. Are we the one we listen to rabbis and learning the Talmud with God?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that you think the whole world is
She's gonna get lost and probably disappear forever.
What is a Khalifa? What is a Khalifa? What is a Khalifa?
Where is the
What is a Khalifa?
Mention it? Can you mention it?
Yes.
Where is he? Where is he now?
Okay, you just promoted him. You like 10 minutes ago you were promoting the concept of Khalifa, which is exactly what you were talking about, like this.
He's like a president.
Yes.
He's like a king.
Yes.
Not a
Of what?
hierarchy
No,
of
not a
Islam.
hierarchy. A king is not a hierarchy. Of course
It's
not.
not a hierarchy of Islam.
But when you guys talk about these future hypotheticals, she's not getting
It's not
herself
future.
away. But when we
It's
talk about
it's present day. You have like cities in Europe that are now completely controlled by Muslim. The way that they do it is by slowly. It's
Are you scared?
I'm not scared. Israel is safe. Israel is safe.
Are you afraid of Israel?
Hold on. Hold on. Israel is safe from
It's
this.
insane.
Israel, can you hold on 1 second? Let me finish the sentence. Israel is safe from the Muslim invasion, but Europe has an open legs, and the way that they do it is slowly by infiltrating like politics and academia and growing, and by the time they have enough strength, yes, you will see it happening.
Daniel?
See, I'm speaking to Pepe right now, please. We're talking about you. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Everybody, it's Jacobs.
Pepe, it's happening. I'm trying to like over with everybody's talking. And it's happening. It's already happening. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not going to be hypothetical and normal. It's not going to be with an army. It's already happening. It's already there. You already see like cities with Sharia law. It's happening. By the time you will wake up with all the laws of the Western, like human law, human rights, you cannot kick them out. You cannot do anything. They can do whatever they want to us.
That has been the point of my exercise. All the time she's been saying we're invading, we're mean, and then she told us actually the whole world belongs to her.
no, we got that, but she hasn't thought about like how that would take place. She's just
Well, she said she's going to kick my ass with an army. She said
if you slipped up once and said fight back, but she's not fighting.
So they're violent cops.
But we know this.
Okay, well, I wanted to make sure I heard it here.
And if it's not, he's going to be the next.
I want to ask you a question.
She's a moderate one. She's a moderate Muslim, okay?
I want to ask you a question about I want to ask you a question about the indigenous Egyptians, the first Egyptians that were there before the Arabized Egyptians, which is the Coptic Christians. What do you think about how they've
Before
been,
that
how they've been treated?
was the ancient Egyptian.
You put that. Can
No, how do you feel the Coptic Christians have been treated?
Can I ask?
How you
No,
feel?
I'm asking her a fucking question first.
You don't
No, you ask one question, then ask.
I want to ask her because she's an Egyptian.
I want to hold the check.
About Muslim in New York.
Jesus Christ, let her answer my fucking question and you can answer it.
Everybody can talk, Pepe. Don't get upset.
I want her to answer the question.
You answer, Pepe, you go and then Wayfind, you go afterwards. Okay, Wayfind? Yeah.
So I want her to answer my question.
Like, make it concise so
The
everybody
Coptic
can
Christians were in Egypt first, okay?
Yes.
Native to Egypt. How do you feel about how the Muslims in Egypt have treated them and how a lot of them have had to leave their homeland, their real indigenous homeland?
Okay, you know how many Arabs came to invade Egypt?
We're asking how you feel about the fact that they were poorly
I'm
treated.
asking him now.
Answer the fucking
Don't
question.
answer with the question. Don't answer with the question. Just make a statement.
Okay, I have to do the statement. There is 4,000 people came to Egypt, land to Egypt in the 7th century. Okay, it took 300 years for the Egyptians.
Answer my fucking question. How do you feel that the Muslims in Egypt treated the indigenous Coptic Christians?
The Muslim that was in Egypt till today is indigenous to the land. They converted.
They are not the Egyptians. They are Arabs.
What happened to the Coptic Christians?
See, that's how you stupid. I just told
Wait,
you.
so what did you do to the Coptic Christians?
They're still there. 50%
What did they do?
No, they largely had to fucking leave. And yes, some of them are, but they're persecuted. They have been persecuted for fucking centuries.
By
By the Muslims.
who told you that?
No, you're so fucking disingenuous.
No, you so propagandized and one of
Propagandized, no.
Yes.
You like to say, do you think that everything's Zionist? Do you think that the Hindus, for example, hold on a second, do you think the Hindus were propagandized by the fucking Israelis? Do you think that the Christians in the Philippines that have to deal with Muslim terrorism for a couple centuries are propagandized by the Zionists? No, actually, these wars were going on before Israel even fucking existed. There was no Zionist propaganda to be passed around.
Let me read some actual history. Let me read you the history. I looked it up, okay? Here, listen to this. Egypt's history with Coptic Christians is marked by periods of both tolerance and persecution. Following the Muslim conquest, I want you to think about that word. They conquered Egypt. Conquest. Not
Yes,
conquest.
conquest.
Coptic Christians were initially granted a degree of religious autonomy as dhimmis, but faced increasing discrimination and social pressure over time. It is already Jim Crow, second class. This led to a gradual decline in the Christian population. Hang on, don't change the subject. Due to conversions to Islam and persecution. Specific periods of
Who's telling you
intense
that?
persecution.
Wikipedia? The one that evidence by understanding agreement?
You gotta listen. Specific periods of intense persecution, such as under the Fatimid al-Hakim, the Amr Allah in the early 11th century, and during the Mameluke era, you've all heard of the Mamelukes, it's become a synonym for stupid, saw the destruction of churches,
Mameluke.
destruction of churches, forced conversions, and